All right, hello. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of And What About You? This is a little tastemakers stream series that I'm doing in addition to the normal concerts that you always hear. Tonight, I'm going to ask you guys what kind of movies or TV shows are you watching? If you're interested in having a conversation about that, I'd love to know your tastes. I'll tell you some of mine a little later on in the show. And leave a comment down below with your answers. In the meantime, I'm going to start off tonight's show with Set the Pain Free. Hope you enjoy. Inside your heart, there can't be that much room if you've hidden it from the start. You stowed it away so you never have to see it again. You lock the door and you swallow the key and you think that this is the end. But now it's so full, the hinges are breaking. You started so strong, but your will is shaking. I tell you what you gotta do. Sing a song, sing it loud, at the top of your lungs, ahead of the crowd. And if you're out of key, it don't matter to the man that you need to be. Open up the door and set the pain free. If the love of your life backs up for someone new, or sing a song to their memory whenever it makes you blue. When the world is hurting and her burden is too strong, make up a happy melody and the world will sing along. 'Cause letting it go will save you the pain of keeping it in and locking it away. I think you know what you gotta do. Sing a song, sing it loud, at the top of your lungs, ahead of the crowd. And if you're out of key, it don't matter to the man that you need to be. Open up the door and set the pain free. Everyone's got a song to sing, but don't wait around till the bells start to ring. There is no better time than now. Sing it now. Look inside your heart. Where did all that joy come from? There was nothing but pain in there. Is this what it has become? See, the words that you say is the pain coming out, and the joy coming in is the notes that you shout. You're whole again, so what are you gonna do? Sing a song, sing it loud, at the top of your lungs, ahead of the crowd. And if you're out of key, it don't matter to the man that you need to be. Sing a song, sing it loud, at the top of your lungs, ahead of the crowd. And if you're out of key, it don't matter to the man that you need to be. Open up your heart, set the pain free. Set the pain free. All right, thanks again. That was Set the Pain Free. I'll do another song off my first record for you. This next song is called Chasing Her Dream. Don't forget to leave a comment down below for the question of the day. She takes her post at the supermarket, where she's been working since her high school years. Time goes slowly as the patrons come and go by, the constant tone ringing in her ears. Late at night in the darkness of her childhood, after she closes the store, she lies awake with her wings tucked into her blanket, wondering if there's more. She's chasing her dream, wherever it may go, whatever it may be. She's chasing her dream, heaven only knows to what it will lead. She's chasing her chasing her dream. She packs her bags as she takes off running. Her goal is the California sun. She meets up with some old friends who have somehow ended up there too. They all know what she had done. Late at night she takes her little Jackie by the hand. He says she'll be okay. She can't see past the smirk that is her own reflection. She drowns the pain away. He's chasing her dream, wherever it may go, whatever it may be. Chasing her dream, heaven only knows to what it will lead. Oh, his eye is on her as she spins around, but he doesn't stop her as she lays her weary soul down. She lays her weary soul down. In the coolness of a Texas winter, her face holds a mortal stare. She always said she would find herself or die trying. No, no, but it doesn't end there. It's late at night as the rain pounds on my window under the city lights. A little bird spreads her wings for the first time. The sparrow takes her flight. She's chasing her dream, wherever it may go, whatever it may be. She's chasing her dream, heaven only knows to what it will lead. She's chasing her dream. Chasing her dream. She's chasing her dream. All right, so that was Chasing Her Dream. I think I'm going to do two more songs for you, and then I'm going to read off some of the answers that you provided for the question of the day. Once again, it's down here at the bottom left. What kind of movies or TV shows are you watching? Feel free to leave your answers in the comments below, in the chat, wherever you're coming from, Facebook or YouTube. It's always good to have that. Remember to leave a like on this video if you're enjoying what you're hearing, and share it out to your friends on Facebook, Twitter, whatever social media site you're using. This is Anti-Man. Take a walk with me, I'll show you who I am. You see, life's been low, but I have a plan. I know you got something that you can prove, but if you wanna survive, you gotta make your move. I'm an anti-man, an animal fused into the body of a boy. I will give his crazy joy. I am the anti-man. You see, life's too short just to take things slow. Now most will say otherwise, but little do they know they got it all wrong. To get the most out of life, you gotta grab it by the horns and take it for a ride. I'm an anti-man, animal fused into the body of a boy. I will give it this crazy joy. I am the anti-man. I am a creature of dominance, better than any man has ever been. I don't care who's below me, as long as I win. I love to break hearts and souls, shatter in many a broken man's world. They can't touch me, 'cause I have their girl. Yes, some women love me, and they hate me again, 'cause I'm all body, no soul like a real man. I make enemies everywhere I go. By the time I'm done, I'll be up to 1,000,000 or so. I am an anti-man, an animal fused into the body of a boy, and I will give you this crazy joy. I am the anti-man, wrong again. I am the anti-man, an animal fused into the body of a boy, not to turn you into my toy. I am the anti-man. All right, so that was Anti-Man. And one more time, we have our question of the day down here. What kind of movies or TV shows are you watching? I'm curious to know what your tastes are, what kind of stuff you like to listen to, what kind of stuff you like to watch. Anything exciting going on in that realm of your life? I'm hearing some buzzing over here. Give me 1 second. I'm going to mute really quick. Okay, I think that fixed it. I can't sleep tonight. There's 1,000 fireflies Tomorrow fears it might. Glowing yellow stain my eyes. It occurs to me, more so than I wish to say, the pain of which I sting, built up longer than today. There is still an ember, a flicker of a flame that made it through the worst falls, the desert storm and rain. Tomorrow I will try again, but tonight here I lay. I work through the day. In the moment I ignore, I collect my pay, but I won't return for more. With my inner strife on this filter system too, I can't live my life at a wall I can't break through. There is still an ember, a flicker of a flame that made it through the worst falls, the desert storm and rain. Tomorrow I will try again, but tonight here I lay. When the moon is new, or the cover clouds my stay, that's when I must escape. There's only so much I can take. There is still an ember, a flicker of a flame that made it through the worst falls, the desert storm and rain. Tomorrow I will try again, but tonight here I lay. But I can't move tonight. All right, so that was Ember. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm going to take the graphic off and see if any of you guys have answered. I see Twigs is here. Thanks so much for tuning in again tonight. Let's see. My mom said she just finished *Handmaid's Tale*. I've heard good things about that show. I was disappointed in the ending of this season. Well, they can't all be gems forever. You can probably count on your fingers and toes how many shows have started off really great and then ended off really badly. It is something that often happens. My sister is here. We were watching a sci-fi show, Stargate. Is that related to Star Trek in some way? I don't know. I don't know if it is, but I am curious. I will write these down after the show. I do often look at the comments after a show is done to see. I did write down all the recommendations that were given to me about music that you guys were listening to on Wednesday night stream, and I am curious. Catherine said nope. No, it's not related to Star Trek. Let's see what Twigs had to say. I gotta read this with my glasses on here for a second. Let's see. Twig said, my favorite movie I would have to say is the movie with my car, which was a David Arquette, Jamie Lynn Singer. The movie was called Mob Town, which takes place in 1957 in a little town upstate called Appalachian. It looks interesting. Mob Town. Yeah, I've never heard of that. My dad's the big movie buff in our family. I wonder if he's heard of it. But I am glad to hear your answers. I'll do a couple more songs, and I'll talk a little bit about what I've been watching recently. There are a couple things I want to talk about. I'm not a typical movie or TV show watcher, but I am endlessly curious about what certain shows. Okay, his dad said he saw it. All right, good. Hello, Mrs. D. Good evening. Good evening to you as well. In case you just joined us, the big question for tonight is what kind of movies or TV shows have you watched? We're doing like a taste making kind of thing. That's what this little live stream series that we're a part of is all about. So if there's anything that you have to add, please feel free to do so. Always good to hear what you guys are up to. And I'll be explaining some of mine a little bit. Meantime, I'll play this song. This is a newer song. It's probably going to be going on the next record. This is called God and Whiskey. She pulls me aside in the darkest of night just to see what this love can bring. It's a magical tide through the dizzying slide of this dance of liquid sting. Pleasure and pain on the lowest of planes makes my slowing body sing. God and whiskey, come release me. Break the dam on this river in my chest. Yeah, God and whiskey, come and kiss me. Hold me in your toxic caress. Walk through the halls and bump into the walls as the room spins round and round. I'm red to the face, can't remember the place where this kind of love was found. Takes my hand, I can barely stand, but I sure can kiss the ground. God and whiskey, come release me. Break the dam on this river in my chest. Yeah, God and whiskey, come and kiss me. Hold me in your toxic caress. I answer the phone with a groan and a moan, and it slowly wakes my mind. It's barely disguised in my whispers and sighs. I just leave all that's behind. I walk to the door, then I fall to the floor, all for someone else to find. God and whiskey, come release me. Break the dam on this river in my chest. Yeah, God and whiskey, come and kiss me. Hold me in your toxic caress. just another day in this war of dismay, and it's where I most belong. I swear it's the end, but it's harder to mend. I still sing this drinking song. I hope and I pray, take this burden away, 'cause I know this play is wrong. God and whiskey, come release me. Break the dam on this river in my chest, yeah. God and whiskey, come and kiss me. Hold me in your toxic caress. Toxic caress. All right, thanks again. That was God and Whiskey. I'll answer a couple more here. Let's see, what did Mrs. D have to say? Again, glasses, sorry. The Waltons and Gone with the Wind, always a classic. Not 100% familiar with the Waltons. I'll have to look that up, certainly. Lines the classics. Likes the classics, certainly. Twigs had another one to say. Another good movie was Grease Lightning with Richard Pryor, Richie Haven, who played the mechanic. I got to sit down with Richie, and he told me many stories about that movie about a black race car driver. That's interesting. That's interesting. Starring Richard Pryor. My first guess is it's a comedy, but you never know. I don't know much about Richard Pryor's acting career. I know he was in several movies. Okie doke. Moving on to this one here. Screen door slams, Mary's dress waves. Like a vision she dances across the porch as the radio plays. Roy Orbison singing for the lonely. Hey, that's me and I want you only. Don't turn me home again, I just can't face myself alone again. Don't run back inside, darling, you know just what I'm here for. So you're scared and you're thinking that maybe we ain't that young anymore. Well, show little faith, there's magic in the night. You ain't a beauty, but hey, you're alright. Oh, and that's alright with me. You can hide beneath your covers and study your pain. Make crosses from your lovers, throw roses in the rain. Waste your summer praying in vain for a savior to rise from these streets. Oh, well, I'm no hero, that's understood. All the redemption I could offer, girl, is beneath this dirty hood. With a chance to make it good somehow. Hey, what else can we do now? Except roll down the window and let the wind blow back your hair. Well, the night's busting open, these two lanes will take us anywhere. We got one last chance to make it real, to trade in these wings on some wheels. Climbing back, heaven's waiting on down the tracks. And it's, whoa, come take my hand. We're riding out tonight to case the promised land. Whoa, Thunder Road, oh, Thunder Road. Hey, it's lying out there like a killer in the sun. Hey, I know it's late, but we can make it if we run. Whoa, Thunder Road, sit tight, take hold, Thunder Road. Well, I got this guitar, and I learned how to make it tall. My car's out back if you're ready to take that long walk. From your front porch to my front seat, the door's open, but the ride ain't free. Well, I know you're lonely for words that I ain't spoken. Tonight we'll be free, all the promises will be broken. There are ghosts in the eyes of all the boys you sent away. They haunt this dusty beach road in the skeleton frames of burned out Chevrolets. They scream your name at night in the street. Your graduation gown lies in rags at their feet. And in the lonely cool before dawn, you hear their engines roaring on. When you get to the porch, they're gone on the wind. So Mary, climb in. It's a town full of losers, and I'm pulling out of here to win. All right, I'm gonna play another Bruce Springsteen song right after this. We'll just switch over the guitars for a second. Get this going. I see a couple more answers on the board there. I'll answer them really soon. Oh, jeez. There we go. All right, moving right along here. Let's see. Where are you? Supposed to know the location of that plug by heart. Let's see here. Oops. Messed up something here. It's okay. Let's see. What did who say? What did who say after this? Mrs. D said, Steel Magnolias and the First Wives Club. That's good. They're both classics. Let's see. Twig said anything by Fred Astaire. That's another classic right there. And then Kat said, one movie I'll always watch if it's on, Silence of the Lambs. Love Anthony Hopkins. I've grown more respect for Anthony Hopkins. I always knew he was a great actor. But he actually announced recently that Anthony Hopkins and I have something in common. He had announced a couple of years ago, Anthony Hopkins is in his 80s. He had announced that later in life he had been diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, which means a lot to me because I also have Asperger's syndrome. So that kind of adds another layer to the kind of stuff that Anthony Hopkins does. Dad would say anything with Meryl Streep. We know that. We know that's for sure. We know that's for sure. All right, but moving right along, here's another Bruce song for you. This is Atlantic City. Whoops, forgot one thing. Well, they blew up the Chicken Man in Philly last night. Now they blew up his house too. Down on the boardwalk, they're getting ready for a hell of a fight. Gonna see what them racket boys can do. Now there's trouble busting in from out of state, and the DA can't get no relief. Gonna be a rumble out on the promenade, and the gambling commission's hanging on by the skin of its teeth. Everything dies, baby, that's a fact. But maybe everything that dies someday comes back. Put your makeup on, fix your hair up pretty. Meet me tonight in Atlantic City. Well, I got a job and I'm trying to put my money away, but I got debts that no honest man can pay. So I drew what I have from the Central Trust, and I bought us 2 tickets on that Coast City bus. Everything dies, baby, that's a fact. Maybe everything that dies someday comes back. Put your makeup on, fix your hair up pretty. Meet me tonight in Atlantic City. Now our luck may have died and our love may be cold, but with you forever I'll stay. We're gone out where the sands turn into gold. So now put on your stockings, baby, 'cause the night's getting cold, and maybe everything dies, baby, that's a fact. But maybe everything that dies someday comes back. Now I've been looking for a job, but it's hard to find. Down here it's just winners and losers, and don't get caught on the wrong side of that line. Well, I'm tired of coming out on the losing end. So honey, last night I met this guy, and I'm gonna do a little favor for him. Well, I guess everything dies, baby, that's a fact. Maybe everything that dies someday comes back. Put your makeup on, fix your hair up pretty. Meet me tonight in Atlantic City. 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 All right, thanks again. Thanks again, that was Atlantic City. Go back to doing some original tunes for you. This next one is called Our Satisfaction. Some people like to hit the town on a Saturday night, from a swagger to a swoon. They dance and drink till the wee hours of the morning light, some new familiar tune. But with you I can rest easy, dance alone to our hearts beating as one. 'Cause we got our own song and it goes sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Some people like to hit up God on a Sunday morning with Jesus on their tongue, their hands wide open and arms reaching towards the sky, singing to a worship song. But you and me, we step outside and listen to the birds perched on a tree. That's all the worship I will ever need. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. Some people like to hit a road in the early hours on just about any day. We chase the sun until it sets above our heads, and a campfire makes its way. So me and you and all our friends, we come together, souls in hand. We tell our stories, share reactions. It's where we get our satisfaction. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la. right, thanks again. That was our satisfaction. I'll keep going with the songs in a little bit, but first I want to give my answer to the question of the day, which is what kind of movies or TV shows. And again, like I said, I don't really watch that much TV or movies a ton, but there was one that I really wanted to tell you guys about in some way, and I actually want to pull up on my computer so I can give a good kind of summary of what this thing is about. This is something that's on Netflix. It just came out a couple weeks ago, and it's listed as a comedy special, but it's not all comedy. You know, some of it is a little bit heavier, and it's a musical project. It's by a comedian named Bo Burnham, who's a little older than me. The thing is called Inside, is what it's called, and I loved it to death. I really did. He's a very talented musician and singer. He's also incredibly funny. And he also delves into more serious topics in this one, as he's known to do. This is his 4th ever comedy special. But what's really unique about this one is that he filmed it all by himself in a tiny little room during quarantine period. He did it over the course of a little over a year. He wrote a ton of amazing songs for it. He had, big lights and special effects setups and everything. He really did like a really, really great job. And he does a lot of tunes about very humorous subject. There's a song on there called "FaceTime with My Mom Tonight." About it's pretty self-explanatory, I think. Hopefully not my mom. I don't think she does a lot of the things that his mom does in the song, like hold the camera 6 inches from her face so that you can barely see it. You gotta hold it out like this, It's stuff like that, but it also delves into deeper subjects like getting older. There's a song in here called 30, which he wrote after he turned 30. There's songs about how the internet is warping our minds, which I 100% agree with him about. A lot of it is very, very pop culture heavy. It's not a lot of things that people who are of older age will get. There's one song in there where he's just like listing off pop culture references and going into the chorus is kind of about how ridiculous all of it is. And not all of it is something that my audience will really get all that much. But if you're curious, I highly recommend trying it out. Again, the guy is named Bo Burnham. This is his fourth, I should say, comedy special that he's ever done. Fourth full-length comedy special. 3 of them are on Netflix. One of them is on Comedy Central. But this new one is called Inside, and I highly recommend it. Another one I actually just watched yesterday was a documentary about Queen called The Show Must Go On, the Queen and Adam Lambert story. For those of you who don't know, Queen has been experiencing kind of a renaissance, not just with the movie Bohemian Rhapsody that was out a couple years ago, but also through live performances and stuff. And they have kind of a new lead singer. Freddie Mercury was always considered like one of those irreplaceable guys as a performer. Just owned the stage. And then along came Adam Lambert, who most of us probably know from American Idol several years back. And he filled in. He took the lead spot for many of those, and people have been like overtly praising him for the job that he's done. And I've never seen Queen and Adam Lambert, but from footage that I've seen, I have to agree with them. He does a really, really great job as a great performer fronting the band. So I highly recommend either of those. Both of them are on Netflix if you're curious. And, there's still more of the show left. If you have anything else you want to give, or if you just joined us, please leave a comment about your favorite TV shows or movies that you've been watching recently. Always curious to know. This is kind of a taste-making session that we're doing. Anyway, this next song, keep the music rolling here. I got 5 more songs. I might trim it down to 4. We'll see. But in the meantime, here is Orlando. My name is Orlando, I'm living on death row. This place is a steady flow of rain. If you can see me through, I'm writing this for you, so that I will not just die in vain. So I am a killer and once was a dealer, and there sits a lot of us in here. They threw us away when our guilt it was proven, and now we await our fates with fear. Can anybody hear me? Is anybody listening? Will I be gone once this goes out? Will God ever forgive me and kill me for the things I've done, despite my sorrow, prayers and shouts? A sliver of sunlight will shine like a spotlight when we stand together in our place. We're praising our children and mourn our ambitions as we paint the smiles upon our face. God is a presence I feel in my senses whenever the silence rears its head. I ask for forgiveness from all I have wronged, as I fear that He'll simply strike me dead. Can anybody hear me? Is anybody listening? Will I be gone once this goes out? Will God ever forgive me or kill me for the things I've done, despite my sorrow, prayers and shouts? For 20 years they did suspend, but now they're primed to kill again. They stand and scoff at my despair. I will cry, mercy please, I'll beg until I'm on my knees, but they won't listen, they won't care. Can anybody hear me? Is anybody listening? Will I be gone once this goes out? Will God ever forgive me or kill me for the things I've done, despite my sorrow, prayers and shouts? My name is Orlando, I'm living on death row. This place is a steady flow of rain. If you can see me through, I'm writing this for you, so that I will not just die in vain. Okie doke. That was Orlando. I'm going to move on to, I am going to cut one song from this list. Twigs asked earlier, sorry I missed this, Twigs, did I sing Calypso last week? And I did not. The 12-string, which I normally play that song on, is on the bench right now. Needs a little bit of work, so I'm not going to be doing that anytime soon, sadly. I do apologize for that, but I can't do it on this guitar because the way I play it, this guitar gets too high and I'm not able to hit the high notes. Let's see. I saw Joe Aiken joined us, and he put in his answers. He said Shawshank Redemption and Judge Judy. That's Shawshank is always a classic. Can't go wrong with that. My mother answered, love Shawshank, not too much Judy. He's mean. Judge Judy reminds me of a school principal I used to have. Mrs. D knows exactly what I'm talking about. She always used to jokingly compare herself to Judge Judy, and you could sort of see why. Not in like the worst ways possible, but she was nice, but also stern. Love me some Judge Judy. Every judge wishes they could apply common sense. Yeah, that's about right. That sounds about right. And my mom said, we always know not to call my mom when Judge Judy was on. That is very true. She loved Judge Judy as well. Still does. All right. Continuing on with the show, I'm going to do 3 more for you. This is another new one. This is called My Rescuer. It either flies through like a truck without headlights, or toll booths meddle with the flow. The endless highway flies through mountains, falls, and deserts to where I don't even know. Where's my rescuer to guide me home? Good night, Twigs. See you later. I breathe the smoke in as the bullets fly above me, fired from far enough away. I try to sleep, the battle rages on against me. Here I cannot stay. Where's my rescuer to save the day? The cries of hatred for the solitude I treasure needs a fire to be born. Hatred burns a spark and silos fuel explosions, but love is safe and warm. Where's my rescuer to calm the storm? All right, thanks again. That was My Rescuer. That's another song that's on track to be on the next album. And here's another one right after this. This is 2 more songs for you, then I'll stop for the night. Thanks again very much for tuning in. I'm always glad to see you joining us tonight. I am grateful for all of your answers to tonight's question about movies and TV shows. Always great to hear what you guys have going on outside of everything that we do together. You're outside of stream life. And I will do like a series similar to this where I'll ask again, what kind of stuff are, you watching or listening to. And I'll probably add, now that everything's starting to open up again, I'm sure the next time we'll also have a question like, what kind of shows have you been to? Have you seen any live performance, any sports, anything along that line, any stand-up comedy if you're into that, stuff like that. Because I like to pretty actively do stuff like that. I'll be going to 2 tomorrow. But anyway, I'll close out with these next 2 songs. This first one is called Uptown Shell. Towers and streets, they never spare a passing glance at a cold, mango-bodied, threadbare rags, calloused hands, hefty bags under bloodshot eyes, concrete rest, the sidewalk's my bed tonight, so be polite. I am an uptown shell, no place to rest my head upon. I am an uptown shell, everything I had is gone, 'cause even the foxes have their dens, and the birds of the air have nests, but there is no place to rest for an uptown shell. Day after day, held by the poison in my hand, stumbling through, hold down a job as long as I can. The choices I made leave me searching for reason and rhyme. Where it went wrong, I wonder as I bide my time. It's all that's mine. I am an uptown shell, no place to rest my head upon. I am an uptown shell, everything I had is gone, 'cause even the foxes have their dens, and the birds of the air have nests, but there is no place to rest for an uptown shell. Oh, I'm drunk and I can't pay, I still have hope it can get better someday. Buildings shine in the heat of the sun. If you survive the day, you have won. I am an uptown shell, no place to rest my head upon. I am an uptown shell, everything I had is gone, 'cause even the foxes have their dens, and the birds of the air have nests, but there is no place to rest for an uptown shell. No place for an uptown shell. All right, that was Uptown Shell. I'm going to do one more for you, and then got to call it a night. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. It's always great to see you and be able to interact with you. If you enjoyed the show, please leave a like on the video and share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, or whatever social media site you prefer to use. If you're interested, you can also join my mailing list at kylehincherick.com/mailing-list. And I hope I can see you all there. If you're interested in financial support, there are two options. You can go to my Patreon page, patreon.com/kylehincherick. It's a monthly subscription service. You get a whole bunch of behind-the-scenes stuff. I'm doing Art Tuesdays up until August, showing off some stuff that I made along that line. If you're interested in just making a one-time tip, you can do so at paypal.me/kylehincherick. If you're not able to give financially, don't worry about it. I won't hold that against you. And lastly, hope you can join us for our next live stream. It's going to be on Monday, June 28th, does that say? 28th. Sorry about that. Again, don't have my glasses on. Anyway, it'll be next Monday, and we'll be wrapping up this And What About You series, and we'll be asking about what kind of books you're reading. If you're interested in that, hope you can join us on Monday. But in the meantime, this is going to do it for me. I'll play one more song for you. This is How You Say Goodbye. Thanks again very, very much for tuning in, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Bases are loaded. I bow down to the floor. A single shot on this green plot is all I'm asking for. September is faded. No room for wanting more. My sad goodbye that's spoken through this stadium ensures. The temple is floating. The cheers sound much too good. The backyard sales of tallest tales is far too understood. I'm taking my chances with a slightly crooked grin and a fire in my eyes and a timely telling sin. If the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, the swing of the bat and if cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy seal. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. So many moments, but none to save the day. I never had that chance, but that's the price I had to pay. But now I am grounded. The fans ignite the flame, and the lightning says straight road ahead to glory and to fame. When the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, the swing of the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy seal. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. Oh, this face looks better than a morning glory bloom, but I'm struck out way more times. You can fit in this old room, but as I turn to leave, I'll find a strength I'll never tell. So I'm climbing up the down escalator for one last kiss farewell. And the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, swinging the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy seal. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. Oh, and that, my friends, is how I said goodbye. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. It's always great to have you guys here. And one more time, the next live stream is going to be on Monday, June 28th at 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll be concluding our little taste-making session with what kind of books you have been reading. I'll have my answer as well, and I hope you can join me for that. And one last thing before I go, I am working on a new song that I will be debuting on Wednesday, June 30th. I did have plans to have it done by then, and so far the process is going quite smoothly. And so I'm looking like I'll have some new content for you by then. So I hope you can join me for that as well. But in the meantime, hopefully I'll see you on Monday. Thanks again for tuning in.